Well, hello, and thanks for watching another episode of ARFCOM News, your twice-weekly dose of the finest two-way propaganda. Cops in the Dagobah system have arrested about half as many people on gun charges after permitless carry went into effect in Louisiana back in July, but somehow local reporters are baffled as to why.
This mystery's got me baffled.
Obviously, when you stop allowing cops to jam people up just for having a gun without the Crown's favor, they stop doing that. Well, I mean, they stopped doing it as much anyway. They still arrested 113 people for illegal possession of a firearm, which is another infringement which shouldn't exist. Now, I've probably said it about 87 quintillion times, but anyone who can't be trusted with a gun should not be allowed to walk around with easy access to motor vehicles, pool chemicals, or stabby things.
It smells like chlorine!
Apparently, NOLA cops also had a 30% reduction in gun confiscations, but that still left them confiscating 635 guns. Now, I assume they took some of those guns from actual criminals, but if you're worried about the government confiscating guns, that is what it really looks like, not some malnourished blue helmet kicking in doors.
The United Nations of Donuts.
But hey, it would be impossible for us to produce quality two-way propaganda without sponsors. So let's pay some bills. Today's video is sponsored by Springfield Armory.
Imagine a 9mm carbine with roller delay action just like Kraut Space Magic. Now imagine it didn't have garbage ergonomics. The brand new Kuna from Springfield Armory gives you that roller delayed smooth recoil you're looking for with reversible, non-reciprocating charging handle and ambi absolutely everything.
And by Colt. Now, I know you've had enough of store brand and you are ready for the real thing. Whether it's the classic 1911 legendary revolvers like the Python or truly mil-spec ARs, Colt is the original. Everyone else is the knockoff. And by Aguila Ammo. ARs can be hungry little beasties, but rifle ammo usually comes in boxes of 20 when standard magazines hold 30. That's dumb, and it makes puppies sad. So Aguila now packages their 5.56 in 30-round boxes. It's also available in sealed plastic battle packs to keep your ammo tasting fresh for the pocky lips. Hey, y'all remember those control freaks in New Mexico who illegally purchased firearms without a federal license, brought them to a school, gave them to minors, and had the students turn them into illegal short barrel rifles and shotguns?
Those laws do not apply to us.
Yeah, well, those idiots are staging another buyback event, and this time they say there is no limit. Guns must be in working condition, so you can't just squirt lowers, but you could run off a whole mess of harlots, which should cost just a few cents each, and they'll give you $100 for it. Now, if you don't have a replicator, you can always crank out a few of the old standard Home Depot pipe shotguns. They'll also give you $200 for semi-auto rifles and pistols, and $250 for assault weapons, whatever that is.
I'm afraid it's something we made up.
And check this out. They say they're going to be handing out cold, hard cash, not gift cards. So as always, this should be a good opportunity for some deals, and if you live in the area, maybe you can save something historic from destruction. The event is scheduled for Saturday, May 17th from 9 a.m. to noon at the Albuquerque Police Department University Substation. The real question, though, is whether they'll have minors make illegal guns again. What do you guys think? Now, you'll remember we reported recently that Kash Patel was removed from his role as acting director of the ATF so he could get back to his job at the FBI of not releasing the Epstein files. According to the Sacramento Bee, he wasn't even showing up to work anyway. Now, of course, he has been replaced by the Secretary of the Army, Dan Driscoll, who is also acting director. And that's where we get to the good part, because former jackboot Mark Jones whimpered ineffectually, "It's pretty demoralizing. This guy doesn't like the ATF and doesn't believe in firearms regulation. I just see him coming in with a wrecking ball." Brothers and sisters, I had very low expectations for Driscoll. I had no idea who he was, and to be honest, I still don't, but this is probably the most beautiful thing I've heard since It's a Boy. Now, I know he's just acting director, but this is pretty rad. Last week, I told you the ATF asked for a $250 million raise, and it looks like they're not gonna get it. President Trump's budget proposal just dropped, and rather than getting a $250 million budget increase, F Troop would lose almost $500 million.
Oh, that's gonna hurt!
And the proposal doesn't just take their money, it calls out the ATF for the long train of abuses and usurpations they've perpetrated. Of course, Congress still controls the purse. So I can't tell you how that's going to shake out in the long run, but one thing I know for certain is this proposal will not be accepted and passed without change. Still, it's encouraging because Trump wanted to give the ATF a 19% budget increase the last year of his first term. Okay, so one more quick thing before I give you your moment of Zen. I just found out from the VSO channel that House Republicans are holding up both the Short Act and the HPA in the Ways and Means Committee. Now, Jason Smith is the chairman of the Ways and Means Committee, so what I want you to do, especially if you haven't done anything else to support gun rights this year, is stop what you're doing and call 202-224-3121 right now. It's 202-224-3121. Talk to Jason Smith and tell him to stop getting in the way of gun rights. Tell him to allow both the HPA and the Short Act through the Ways and Means Committee. They deserve a vote, and he needs to stop being an obstructionist. Then hang up and call your own representative. That's 202-224-3121. Let's get her done. And now for your moment of Zen.
Shoot. Go. Next. Target.
Hello, friend. Do you like pews and pew-related things? Would you like to help us keep delivering you pure American pew propaganda at the low, low price of $3.99? We literally couldn't pay the bills without our sponsors, so do us a solid and get yourself something nice from them. You deserve it. I love you. Stay perpetrated. Power.